Mazur takes the first deep shot of the game. Hernandez is open, and Mazur put it on a platter in the back corner of the end zone. Certainly no rust for the once Aviator, once Roughneck. Now he's back with Dallas, and they're happy to have him. Sam Cook hit that half-field huck of a flick several times last week, holstered it there, and that deep shot is intercepted. Jake Reinhardt rips it down for Dallas.
You could see as soon as that Frisbee went up that Reinhardt knew that disc was his.
Here's Kyle Henke. Lewis. Mazur launches. A couple targets going deep, and it's Lewis there for the score. Chris Mazur is dialed in. 3-1 Roughnecks. Think there's anything to that?
Well, you certainly have to think I'm going to move with purpose, and I'm going to put as sure of a put as I can because I know that I'm not going to get much of a rest after this.
Here's Keoy for McDougal. Now Cook's going deep. Calvin Brown's put is perfect. Aviators looking for the equalizer. Oh, maybe a little more difficult than it needed to be, Megan. But up the line will work. Garrett Santee has the goal, and we're tied at 3. The ground dislodging the disc. And the deep shot goes up. Floating deep, Taylor, McDougal. Taylor rips it down. Hunter Taylor hammers over the top to Matthew Armour. Goodness. Low throw dug out by Santee. Guarded by his old Constitution teammate and rifles a backhand deep. And Jay Frood shows the speed. Gabe Hernandez lets a rip. Intended for Lewis. Right in his breadbasket, but a little bit of warning track power there. And a 15-yard reset back to Kai Marshall. Mia, Marshall. And the Roughnecks punch back. Calvin Brown had it knocked away by the remarkable handler defense of Noah Chambers. That was, of course, the year the Aviators went to championship weekend. Double team on the sideline, cross field, hammer is gonna get blocked. Steiner laying out for the D. Just a fraction of a second too long for that disc in the air. And the Aviators sideline trying to build off that block from Mitchell Steiner.
That's the kind of energizing play you need. And you saw Olsen realize just a split second too late.
Roughnecks owner Jim Gerenser brought in to make a splash. McDougal's going deep and the throw's going up. Will it float enough? McDougal on his horse, bids, he's got it!
Oh my goodness!
Sean McDougal for the Los Angeles Aviators, going all out. Maybe make some room for that in this week's AUDL Top 10.
He cannot get more incredible. Look at that.
And to maintain possession through the elbow, slamming onto the turf.
Absolutely, it was tough on his shoulder too.
Olsen was open. And now Frood. Lefty flick, a laser beam to the end zone for Dallas. As far as Lepler's locks go, we got some work to do. But there's a long time left, and Dallas has another chance for a break. Poor form from the Aviators offense gives the Roughnecks this opportunity, and Cunningham sees too much traffic on the near side, so he'll take the swing for Marshall. Kai Marshall, original Roughneck, connecting with Lewis. Dallas got to be content to 1, bleed clock, and 2, look to take a 5-goal lead, and that's a gorgeous toss from Jake Reinhardt. When the guys show up, Dallas is deep. Calvin Brown has his 2nd goal, hauling a net flick from Sam Fontaine. Still waiting for our first and a free Friday Frisbee spectacular. Jay Frood ripping long. Slack was wide open. KJ Koo playing catch up, but Slack rises up just in time and then floats it to Henke, who's got it!
Oh my gosh!
Kyle Henke, like he's diving into a swimming pool.
Well, Slack owes him one for that.
He's always been a big play guy. From his days at Texas Tech to obviously his remarkable buzzer beaters and greatest playing for the Austin Soul, and that big play ability. To Brown. A lot of space on that far side of the field, Megan, but instead they go to the near side corner and it works. Nice finesse on that throw from Calvin Brown to Sam Fontaine. Hunter Taylor. He's been a nice pickup for Dallas, don't you think?
He'd be a nice pickup for any team.
Great job by Ben Rogers there reading it. And how about a 3rd straight hammer for the score? Hammer point. One more turnover. Kiyoy gets the block, but the Roughnecks get the win. A crazy night in LA. Dallas began shorthanded, but in the end showed off their depth and their incredible all-around skill.